Hello.
Hello.
Watch up to press building something sweet, I hope.
Yeah, I'm up to another one. This will be my third map. I got a couple exclusive maps out there that you can see. You can see my name. You can type it in the creator section. Uh, you can head out and check out a couple that I've already thrown out. One is called Devil's Port. Just the way it's spelled. Just a capital D and capital P, and make sure you put the space in between there. You can type in Devil's Port and check that out. And then I've got another one that's just called Hostile, and it's easy to find. All you have to do is look for my name on it.
I'm working on my 3rd level as well. If you want, I will.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no big deal. Like, I mean, it's cool. Like I said, go ahead and try them out, see what you think. This is another one that I'm working on. This is going to be a journey one. Basically have to battle your way out. Start off at the you're going to start out in here, and you have to battle your
them and you can check out the stream while I play.
I can't tell what that meant because it didn't actually say it right. It said something about play I don't know. Try to fit a door in here.
I can stream your levels while you watch and laugh at me.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. No, that's no big deal. I mean, I don't want to do that like right now because I'm like in the middle of this and I've got to go to work tomorrow, so it's kind of one of those things where I'm just kind of burning time and just trying to be creative with it, at the most part. Plus, I literally just started this. You can kind of see what's going on. I just stuck an extension on right here. Trying to put that on the outside. Going ahead and pressing that on. Of course, I'll be adding something else to this side over here. I'll probably be shutting this door down and allowing this one to be open.
Also, did you ever check out the level I suggested that I'm at?
I didn't see it. So, what was the name of it? Like, what was the name of the level? Why is there a red bar right here? What is this? Why is that over there? What the hell? I did not move this. Something went wrong.
The Great Escape, it is also a journey level.
Alright. I'll have to check it out. I don't know what the hell happened to my ladder though. I can't understand why it's way over there. I wish they would have made these controls a little easier. They made them kind of difficult to use. They should have gave you the option to be able to free roam with your cam instead of making it where you're basically bombing through the whole level. Going up and down, backing up, going up and down. You spend more time repositioning the camera than you do playing the game. That's the hard part about it.
I'm going to go play your level and see what I think.
Yeah, like I said, tried Devil's Port is the newest one. Hostel was the one that that was my very first level that I'd ever built. So Hostel is the first one, and then Devil's Port is the next one. Devil's Port, it's not even finished. I still have to go through and edit the map. So I'm literally, like, you just let me know what you think about the Baja part of it, where you basically take the car and run through it and everything. It's pretty nifty. And good luck to you on it. And the only other thing is that I know I messed up on, I need to take the birds out. So you'll notice when you jump across and you hit, the enemies aren't even worried about you. They're too busy shooting the damn eagles out of the sky. So that's gonna rupture the gameplay there. But it actually makes the gameplay.
I will still be in the stream.
Yeah. Well, like I said, the criticism that can be given on that one is I shouldn't have put the eagles in there. And I could even go and take the eagles out. The eagles are stupid because what happens is I don't know if you know about the eagles or not, but when you put them in a map and you've got people in there like the assault people, if the eagles are around, like I put the eagles in there because I thought they were gonna attack us, but instead what happened was they ended up attacking the NPCs and started ducking and dodging on the NPCs. So the NPCs are sitting over there fighting with them back, and so like it kind of ruined that first part. There's like 24 some odd people that are on the other side over there, and you're supposed to stop and fight them and all that stuff. And I need to also reposition where some of the guys are at over there and put some close to the bridge because like I said, it was only my second level, but the position of where I put them, it ruined that whole like first person getting into the whole shooter realm of it. But you'll like the rest of it. I mean, you can see where I kind of went off the mark with it. But good luck though, seriously. And then also, one last thing before you get over there, keep your eyes open. That's all I'm going to tell you. You got to keep your eyes open. Look for it's almost kind of like a hidden feature, but it's like an Easter egg kind of, when you're playing Devil's Port. Just be alert. Just kind of look around, make sure you're looking around at everything, or you're eventually at some point gonna get stuck and you're gonna wonder why you can't get into this one part when the answer is actually like right under you. So
I switched to laptop and I will check it out also. If you want to check out Cresta Drake community for Far Cry 5, it's dedicated to map builder.
Alright. Plus, I don't know, which version of the game did you get? Did you get like the gold edition and stuff like that? Because I've been meaning to ask people like that have actually played Far Cry. Like I bought the gold edition, and for some reason I don't have like the zombies and all that stuff. It didn't like. I don't know if it's because the time that I bought it. Like I thought whenever you got it, you were supposed to get these three extra pushes, and I've already seen people with the extra content already, but I'm thinking that's because they had pre-launch. and I didn't buy my gold membership until after the launch. So I'm thinking that's the reason why I can't actually go in and play it. I have to wait for the drop like everybody else, and I'm thinking that's what it is. But if that was the case, then I should have never had to have paid that main price that I ended up paying for all that, because I don't even have the content, and I'm a little pissed off about that.
I have season pass with Farcry 3. The zombies are DLC. You may have seen the angels, which are an enemy type. Zombies are not in game yet.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. As far as like the Mars, the aliens, and all that stuff, um, like I don't have any of that, so I didn't know if that was a DLC that's still on its way. But like the zombie maps and stuff like that, I don't have any of that stuff. I can't access it. But I bought the gold edition, so I thought that when you bought the gold edition, it was a season pass. You were able to get everything that comes along with DLC content. After that, just basically they're just gonna give it to you. But as far as anything else goes, like I can't build a yacht if I want to. You know what I'm saying? Like those pieces aren't there. You know, there's a lot of stuff that I'm missing. There's a space station that can be built. There's a whole bunch of different stuff in there.
Go to enemy type and check angels. You should have the zombie chars that everyone is using.
Let me look. I mean, I know I've got the enemy NPCs. I've got the angels right here. But see, I don't have. There's nothing else there, unless I wait a minute. Hang on, I didn't see that. Object options. Yeah, see, I got control zones and stuff like that on them, but I don't have. There's nothing else that's there. I mean, I know I have these, but these are more like the angels. These people are just jacked up on they're jacked up on that shit, the bliss, and that's the only thing that was wrong with these people. They're not actually zombied out.
Everything else may just be people using generic shapes to fabricate their own buildings. Can you link me a level with things you're talking about?
What all you have to do is go to YouTube and just look up like the gameplay trailers and stuff from it, and then actually just go in there and if you put on like zombie gameplay or anything like that for Far Cry 5, that stuff all pops up. But you'll see people already playing it and stuff. They're already doing it. They're already building stuff with it. They've got the avatars. They've got all this stuff in there, and I haven't seen anything drop. I mean, I haven't had the game very long, but I know the game hasn't been out that long. That's the reason why I was wondering if the DLC content just hasn't dropped yet for gameplay, because when you go into the PlayStation Store to purchase it, like whenever I go in there and look at it now, it says that it's already installed, but yet I don't have access to any of it. You see what I'm saying? That's what I was driving the question for, because when I go to the store and you go to click on that emblem that says, like the whole zombies, the dark hours, the Mars, the Vietnam thing and everything like that, it says that I can't buy it because I've already got it and it's installed. Well, the thing is if I've already got it and it's installed, then why am I not able to play it now? Is it because I bought the DLC content, or I bought the whole gold edition after the pre-launch? Or is it because, you know what I'm saying? Is it because, or is it because because I bought the gold edition after the post-launch? That's the deal. Like, I'm thinking that's what happened. I think I bought the game, and then I bought the season pass. I had all that stuff. I bought the whole big thing, but yet it had already been out for almost 3 or 4 weeks. So I just don't. I feel like I bought the gold edition at the wrong time. But the thing I think is wrong with that is that the gold edition is there and it promises you that with the season pass you're gonna get that. But if that was the case, then I mean it's kind of misleading because it makes you think you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna have access to this and you're gonna put hours and hours and hours, all this post-launch stuff. You're getting it and you're supposed to get it for free, but yet you're paying almost $100 for this game. You know what I'm saying? I think when I paid for the game, I paid for Far Cry and that shit was $96. So I feel like for $96 I should have that content. You know what I'm saying? That's kind
It
of a
is
lot.
because you have already purchased it and it is not out yet. From what I'm seeing, it's not released yet. The people who have it may just be.
That's what I think is because they pre-ordered the game. With the pre-order, I think you were able to get that stuff. Like they went ahead and gave it to you because you already pre-ordered it. So that's why people are already seeing. Because there's a couple of maps out there. One's a yacht, okay, and if you notice on the yacht, it's not just the way that it's built. It's the way that everything is laid in. But the whole yacht thing. But then there's another level out there that's got like this whole like space station, and you can see where I mean I've got the characters where I can make the little space people. I'm not worried about that. I'm talking about it's the build, like the stuff that's in the build. Like there's different, like there's some kind of a window thing. There's like this whole moon phase, and it looks like you're outside.
And still don't have it.
Oh, you pre-ordered and still don't have it? Then maybe it's PC users that have it. I don't know. But it just kind of made me mad because I was like, Jesus, you know, I'm seeing all this trailer content, but yet, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I can understand that it's gonna cost a chunk, but it just seemed like it was kind of a hefty price, paying $96, and then you can't even use the content. Like if it's not out yet, I don't feel like they should have put it on you like that. I think they should have been like, hey, well, this content's not out yet, blah blah blah, because somebody would have waited. And instead of trying to pay $96 right off the bat, I would have waited and then just bought the season pass later. I guess it's just kind of one of those things. I mean, it's all good. I mean, I got the season pass and I'm ready for the DLC.
People have made some crazy things with the generic shapes.
Oh yeah, I've already seen that. You can actually color them. You can use the generic shapes and you can turn like duct work and stuff like that. Like I'm getting ready to create that. I'm gonna make it where you have to crawl through ducts, and you can put like wooden grates up against the side of it, and you have to kick them and break them open to get out. So yeah, I don't even want to know why that's out there floating around. Every time I do that, it's always floating around. Alright. So I'm going to try to put a door in here. Oh, didn't mean to do that. See, I want to put this door in, but in order to do it, I'm going to have to layer that door so I can push this over here for now. Or actually, I'm going to need two of those. So I'll go ahead and put this other one just like chilling back here. I'm probably going to try and push 3 of them, so I'll go ahead and put that back here. That way I don't have to go looking for it. use them hatches. Jesus. That's a long ass wall. I may use that. That's another thing too. I was looking at in here. I was trying to find. That's window planks. Let's see something. Yeah, that's the planks I was talking about. And then you're able to walk through it. But that's the planks I was talking about, so... Okay, so... Back to map editor, get rid of this. Alright, so this is where I'm going to put the door in. But I'm guessing I'm going to have to go to the generic shapes. Go to doorways. I'm going to have to find something that will fit a bunker door. And that's definitely not going to do it. A door. See, this is the crap that sucks. I'm trying to find what this bunker door goes on. See, that door's just not big enough. Shit.
Quite a lot of enemies in hostel.
The hostel was actually supposed to be, that's a good question. It was designed to play more than one. It was supposed to be designed for you to play with a buddy, because when you kill, like literally when you go through, it was supposed to be a time absorption thing where it's supposed to hold you in there, because there was a lot of content. Like there was a lot of different things you could do as far as like getting the structures down, as far as like being able to fight off what's inside the prison, and whatever's around that little cop thing at the beginning. You're supposed to be able to fight that off, but if you notice, it wasn't one of those things where you could just run and gun it. You almost literally needed to get to one of those vehicles and get on the turret and just start rocking your way through it. But the only reason why we put so many people in there was because it was designed to be one of those boards where you could run in there with a buddy and do co-op. And if it wasn't co-op, it was designed to make it a challenge. Because if you're good enough, you should be able to smoke all those guys. Now, I had a couple of videos where I was playing against it, and as you start racking up the body count, eventually you start racking up, getting more and more drops, and there's a lot more people coming in. And what happens is eventually when you start killing all those guys off at the cop place, that's because there's guys actually spawning in wave 2 all the way down the street. So by the time you get down there, it's maximized. You've got more and more people, because I think it's after so many, it starts to spawn other people in different locations. So at the very end of you killing with all those getting all those numbers knocked down, the rest of the board starts to spawn, because that's where, if you actually ran away from there and ran through the woods and ran across, which if you do, you get caught by Sasquatch, because he's in there several times. There's like 5 Sasquatches in there. So you're going to have a rough time going through there, but it was because it was one of those boards where I didn't want you to just go bombing through it and just kill it in 30 seconds. I wanted it to be a challenge. So that's why we set it up like that. And I talked to my boy Mad Dog, and me and him actually went through it. We did the whole thing, and it's fun for 2 people to go through, but it's a challenge for 1 person to go through. He got up on the turret, I was over there sniping, then we actually had like a standoff where down the street, a bunch of those little hunter dudes, they're just like running through the trees, and they're going up next to the trees and getting next to the trees and sniping at you and all that stuff. I would be surprised if you make it through all the way by yourself. I would be surprised if you made it all the way through. Because like I said, there was a lot of stuff that changed on that map. Not to mention, if you'll notice, I think in the map there's water behind the prison now. That wasn't there to begin with. When we first started, there was a bunker system that was underneath of that, but the way that one is set up, you can't have people below the terrain level. It won't let you put people in there because it's an assault. So there wasn't any way for you to do that. So I had to bring everybody upstairs, and that was another reason why there's so many people at the cop station, because I had more AI.
I finished it and working on Devil's Court now.
There you go, there you go. So like I said, there was just a lot of people. Like I said, there was just a lot of people that I went through there, and I just wanted to make it a challenge for you. I wanted you to spend a little time going through it. But now Devil's Port's just funny. Like, I mean, I spent a lot of time just like thinking to myself, how can I like put it out there to where people can see, like, they can get into a little bit of a scuffle, have a little bit of fun, get into another little scuffle, and then escape. That's basically what that was. It wasn't really ever meant to whoop your ass. I like the little Baja part of it. I'm still gonna be adding more stuff to it.
I would leave eagles alone. They are funny.
Yeah, they are, because when you jump over there, I mean, the very first thing that you see is those guys literally just start hammering down with. They're like shooting the eagle, and it's hilarious. Because you're just like, okay, I'm like standing here, guys, and you're standing in the middle of the thing. You just jumped over a canal there. And those guys aren't even paying attention to you. They're just like, oh shit, there's an eagle. Clack, 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 clack. And by the time they get the eagle, you're on the mortar, or something like that. Or you could have just drove right past him, because again, that one I believe is where you have to kill the targets. So that was one of those where you could actually, I don't think you actually had to kill everybody. I think in that one, all you had to do was kill the targets, and then you could go ahead and escape. So that's why I need to take the eagles out, because it's causing them not to fight you at the very beginning. You could almost drive right past them, and they wouldn't even screw with you. So that's an entire battle that is lost. So that's why I'm going to scatter that out a little bit, and I'm going to make it to where you have to take over one side or the other, and then that, or you have to, take them all on, because the left side has a control zone on it. And apparently those guys, if you send mortar shells over there, they ignore the boundaries and they run past it anyways. Whenever you throw mortars, they just go fucking nuts. So that's the other part of it. I wish I just had like some way of just like putting a wall and bringing it up to the side. Which I'm guessing I probably could right here. I just feel like there should be a doorway designated for like... I feel like there should be like a doorway designated for this crap. These bunker doors. I really do. I really feel like I think that should be something that should be put in there, because I haven't seen it yet. And I've been looking through all kinds of stuff. Like when you go into structures or, let's see, gameplay, Far Cry 5, you want to go into structures, there's objects, you go into objects and you look in doors and windows, and you come across these doors, and there's one in there that's a bunker door. Like, okay, you're going to give me a bunker door, so then you're thinking to yourself, alright, well, I'll just be able to put that bunker door on something, and in fact you can't. Because I don't think that there's anything that's actually made in the structural part of it that allows a bunker door. I've looked at all the openings. The only one that I have found that does that even looks like it would remotely do, is this one, and it's not. It won't work. These doors are not bunker doors. None of these doors work for bunkers. And then when you go to like the silo part of it, like, where are they talking?
I like the driving aspect of Devil's Port a lot. That's cool.
Yeah, okay, here's the door. But Jesus, you have to stick that in there? Oh, that sucks. They should just give you like a doorway. Alright, well I guess I'll try to use this thing. I don't know how well it's gonna work, considering I have to push it through the damn wall. It says watch your step. Alright, so... let's see how this works. See, that is just fucking insanely gnarly to stick a damn door like that over there. I mean, I get it, but Jesus, it's kind of overkill. So we could take this door. You could almost pass it through. Hopefully that would get into the wall a little bit. And it don't. That wall is super thick. I would like to see that flush, if at all possible. That would be great. But it's not going to get that way. Shit, I'm just happy with where that's at. Yeah, because you're not really going to be paying attention to that. So that'll work. I know this map is going to take me a little longer to build. This is actually going to be like, this is going to be more of a timely. That's what this one was intended for. Shit, I need to be on the other side for this one. To get those locks matched up.
My first 2 maps took me a week apiece. This current one will be uploaded Friday.
Yeah, this is gonna be. I mean, this is gonna be I mean, I like this one, and I'm gonna put some time into it. It's pretty flush. I like that. That worked. See, now this side over here, this is where I wanted to, like, what the hell is that? I don't know what that is. Now I did see a crazy ass map. You can put this through for yourself so you can kind of get an idea. There was a crazy ass map that I played. I think it was yesterday. I haven't been able to find it again. I think the guy may have taken it down. I'm not for sure. There is actually a map where you actually are underground like this here, and the guy actually had it where you were jumping from one side, and you had to use your wingsuit. And you had to basically literally like cruise over. Like, I mean, like right now if I jumped out of here, which of course we all know what's going to happen, you know what I'm saying, but you had to literally cruise. You see what I'm saying? I'm in the water now. So he had another part of the map that was down here. And then there was a ladder that was lifted that went, like, you had to swim. Like right now I'm in the water. You're not going to die from being down here. But this will be something that you can kind of get into, because you can delve this far down without causing a problem. The only bad thing is you're definitely below the map, but this guy had it set up to where you could jump from there and you cruised on over it, and then there's another part of the map that was down here, and then all of it like went over and then led back to the surface again, and there was like dudes down here. Like, he actually put enemies and everything down here. And this shit was sick. because that is the ocean down there. That's what that is. It's down there until you bring the level back up. Oh, I missed it. So on this note, what do I have that's above me? Am I gonna run into anything? That's my question. Okay. If you can't tell, you can. I really want to get this on there. I just know what happens when I put this on. I'm going to turn around and I'm going to look, and there's going to be an empty hole in the wall right where those damn things are. I've been trying to figure it out, but as you can see, oh, no, it's not. Yes. Oh, dude, come on. Seriously? God. Well, it needs to be dropped down anyway, so maybe that'll do the trick. Let's go ahead and, I mean, heck, we could almost drop it down to first step without hurting anything. Yeah, that almost took care of it. I mean, they got rid of it. I mean, you can't.
I will never build an urban level again, sigh.
Yeah, that was a cheesy one there. I gotta admit that was, yeah, it's hard to do. I mean, I literally feel your pain on that one. Again, this is gonna bring everything through. That's not what I wanted to do. I mean, of course, you're not gonna be turning around and looking. I think that's just me being myself on that one, because I know that when you're going through a map, the last thing you're gonna do is stop here and, you know, turn around and be like, oh shit, you know, and then like try to go backwards through the map unless you're like literally doing something. But you're not gonna turn around and look at the thing and be like, oh well, hey, I can see that up there. You know, that's not gonna be a big deal. But to me, it makes a little bit of a difference because I wish it was just a solid, like it just literally would just look solid, because that would be like hella cool. But if I pull it down and make it too solid, then I lose this first gap right here, and as you can tell, it's already starting to drop down. Man, what time is it? Damn, it's already 1:35 in the morning, man. I hate that. My last day off too. It sucks. But it is what it is. Alright, so now that we've got the silo started on that end here, I also wanted to check into something real quick just to kind of see, because I'm not for sure how this would work. I've never actually tried to put a hole in the wall, so I'm going to see what happens. Are you kidding me? That's dirty. That's real dirty right there. They won't even let you punch a hole through anything but this up here. That's dirty. Real dirty. So literally at this point, you can see I can't punch a hole through any of this. Which I can understand, but they should have made that where you could punch a hole through whatever, you know what I'm saying? But that's fine. I'm guessing we'll go ahead. Because I really wanted to take... I really wanted to try to take a structure to a different level. So kind of shit, went too low. Come on. I hate it when it does this. It's way too jumpy. Pieces didn't melt together right either. Tad bit off. That's another thing about the things I think that suck is it has a lot to do with like the perspective of being able to look at things. Like when I'm looking up, it should not make me look down, and I think that that part sucks because who really needs to look down at the material when you're moving it? When you click on it, you should just be able to freely move it. But instead, I'm forced to look, you know, I'm forced to look another direction. And then even then, the floor has kind of a small lip to it. And then only when you actually try to give it like a little lip action are you able to melt the pieces together about as good as you're gonna get it. I just barely was off right there. Bolts actually matched up on both sides, so I gave that a little bit of love. So that actually worked. So yeah, that's gonna be nifty once we, and see, you can't even really tell the difference, and it's such a small detail that I don't necessarily think anybody's even gonna actually be paying attention. And then even then, I mean, there's still things I can do. Oh, I hate this. Wanted to actually make that look metal on this side, which that did nicely, thank God. Slightly off. How slight off was this over here? Oh, that was original. And door is slightly to the left. Best thing about this is I'm actually going to go into full detail with this, which is I'm actually going to be sitting furniture and all that stuff in here, so that's going to make that nice too. This sucks because that door right there is off key, but once you open it, you're not even going to be able to tell the difference. And see, on this side it doesn't look off. mean, I guess that would be what most would consider to be perfectly on, I guess. I mean, the door doesn't even actually match up with the lock pieces. That kind of gets on my nerves too, but I mean, what are you gonna do? I mean, as far as lifting the door up, I could. How much of a gap do I have up there? Not much. And it's gonna keep doing that to me. It always, that's another thing I hate, is it sends you to the bottom right of the corner, the bottom right corner of the thing. Like, what the hell is that? Like, why? Oh, Jesus. You know what? I'm not even gonna mess with it. I'm just gonna leave that alone. It looks better than what it did anyway. Okay.
Select edit pivot point. It's fixing camera to the pivot location on the item. Hit square to open object options for better placement control.
What the fuck? Yeah, like if I could literally get into the center, like basically like just give it to me. Like, I mean, I don't need to know about all this crap in the center. Just like when I go to pick something up, I want to be able to move it. So that right there is just about where I need it. That actually works. Thanks for that, because I literally did not even know about that. I wasn't even paying attention to it. I don't know why I didn't. Basically, if I could just pick up everything and do it in the middle, I'd be happy with that.
Hold down R2 trigger to move more than just small adjustments.
Oh, yeah. No, I wanted the small adjustments because it did it slowly for me. I didn't want to be jerking all over the place. It's all good. I got it now. That's what I want. See, like, I'm going off of, like, the target in the center. So, like, when I go up to something and I want to pick it up, I want to be able to pick it up, and the target is...
Whenever I place items that need small adjustments, I zoom in and use edit coordinates.
Yeah, see, like, this is more than perfect. This is way nice right here. Because I'm one of those where I can see... Oh, come on. I thought I had a hold of it. Oh, it's because I don't... Okay.
For things like your doors.
Yeah, this is way nicer. Because now if I actually want to come down, I can come down like right here and place the door with a little more. Oh, Lord. Oh, that actually went in nice. See, that helped out so much because I was actually able to line the door up and put it straight in the way that it needed to be. I don't mind that the locks don't match up. That ain't gonna hurt nothing. Once that door comes open, you ain't gonna be able to tell anyway. Yeah, so we're not looking bad in there. Alright. Now all we gotta do is... I think I'm still good as far as like where I'm headed. I should have plenty of...
If locks don't match, your hand will glitch when opening. It won't be touching the valve on door.
I need to go the other way now. I need to come out and kick a left. I mean, I could actually come out another, extend another. Here, hang on a second. Let me get in here. What'd you say about glitching? I'll go to each one and make sure they work right. It looks like they worked alright. See, I wish they would give you the option to take out stuff like this too. Like that would be like awesome if I could open that up. But the next room that I go into, I'm gonna go up top for a second.
That looked good.
Yeah, it actually worked really well. Like I was really expecting that to do something after you said that, and then I was like, well, no, it ain't gonna glitch. Let's see, I don't mind that small gap down there. That ain't working. That's not wrong. And there is no reclosing the door. So that actually looks good as it came through. Now see this right here, this is the only part that I don't like. I don't like the fact that this looks like, you know, it's kind of like a weird feel to it, I guess you would say. But I can actually fix that because inside of a room sometimes you can put in like I can actually fix that now probably. You could. This is where I could say you could go into the generic shapes, and you could probably go into like the walls part of it, and then just like right here, all we need is a tall wall, something tall. See, again, this is just like when you choose it, it does this. I can't see how tall that is. Yeah, see, that would actually work. I just need a slightly bigger one, and there it is right there. Okay, so I can drop that one, and then we'll drop another one. This is something I've learned from other games that I've played. I don't mind this one being like this. Let's see. You can actually... Just want to get rid on the wall. keep firing right out the wall. I don't know why I keep doing that. Okay, so like on this one here, you could bring this over, basically tip it in right there like that. And you can actually, so I could still change this. This part right here. I don't know why I always fire backwards for. It's kind of like my thing. I don't know why I do that. Alright, so trying to go off that first column right there and just make sure that it's pretty much in the middle. This one wasn't that far off. That's actually pretty straight. Okay, so then if I wanted to, like here, I could close off this end here and close off this end here. Or you could leave it open, put a couple enemies behind the wall. You walk in the room, you're not even the wiser. It's just like, oh shit, you know, you got two guys stationed on both sides of the wall. You can just sit them out here to the sides or whatever. As soon as you pop that open, this person walks in, and then boom, they're on their ass because somebody steps out from around the corner. I've done shit like that. But in this case, I'm trying to tighten. I want to tighten the room up. Here, you know what? Let's just duplicate that wall. Kick it. Oh shit, I got the whole damn room. Okay. I didn't actually touch the wall. So what you can do here, if I would actually go into so that'll work. Alright, so we can actually grab this thing, move it up, place it real close to the wall. Try to match it up as best you can. Slide this on over. It's on there pretty good. And then this one is where you can move it over. Okay, now you got a solid mark in the corner. Now you customize the property. Go with something that renders pretty good in this room. Is that fucking glass? It looks like glass. I'll be damned if that is not glass. Where is it? This is stupid too, I hate this. That looks almost like glass. That's kind of pimp. But this is all some interior shit right here. I could come back and do this. I'm not really sweating this right now. This is getting kind of... I want to go ahead and get this part done, so I need to go get this other... I could almost duplicate parts. What's in that one? I want to see what's in there. I think that'll work. That's just a straight piece, right? just match those bolts up pretty good. Give me a couple extra steps to take in there. Alright, now is when I feel like I need to start making that turn. Dude, what the fuck? Oh shit, that's some funny shit, look. It puts you on the other side. That's hilarious. Well, at least you know you ever get trapped in there. Okay, so... get those will be tiled out. And that'll help finish that off so that that doorway don't look so damn bad. And then move that hallway.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, and the most that you can really do about it is literally just, I mean, you're not going to be running backwards anyways. You got to think when you start off, I mean, and this is going to be where I'm going to have this whole upstairs thing, like where you're up here on the soil. I'm actually going to have this blocked out. That is actually not going to be there. I just put that there because in most of my builds, I always leave the helicopter on a helicopter pad on somewhere in this area or this general area. So that basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to contain this facility because I'm going to build walls up around this area here where you have no choice but to go down in here. You're not going to be able to get out, period, and you will start up here, but this helicopter will not be here and the helipad will not be here. Now the helipad is going to be it's going to be like way over here, like, you know, once I get done I'll be way out here. This is going to take a while to get there. I mean, I've got a lot of building to do, but as far as this underground thing goes, like once I get this thing built out, like I haven't even gotten that far. Like I just basically got the placement down, where I wanted to put this thing. This piece here was already put together. I just went ahead and dropped that so I can get down into these levels here, start walking across. Get into this section here where you can start making choices. But what's going to happen here is this is the part that's going to get everybody confuzzled. One is this is not going to be the only way to go. I actually want to make it where you can go out this way, and then this right here would lead you to like a dead end, or some guy at the very end is waiting on you or something, and then this one's going to take you somewhere else as well. I wanted to make it kind of spider wrap itself around this, and and branch out to where you had to like make a choice when you came down. And in an undisclosed video, I won't be making the video on this entirely as I go through because I want to keep it confusing. So as I build this, I want the end to be like, I want everybody else to figure that out on their own. I don't want everybody to be like, oh, well, I see Neo's video, this is where you go, this is where you go. Nah, dude, I mean, that takes away the fun of the whole thing. You got to go down in there, and you literally need to, you need to explore this shit for yourself, and come down here, find out, run into enemies, possibly get killed. That's what this is about. That's why I'm doing this like this, because I'm wanting these doors in here, because I want this to literally throw it out and be like, oh, well, I'm going to come all the way down here. There's like nowhere to go, a bunch of enemies, oh shit, basically and then you get to a dead end and you're like, well fuck, there's nowhere I can go this way. So, well, there's two other doors, dude, let's go back. So then you run all the way back, and then you get back over here, and then you're just like, oh shit, well, there's a door here and there's a door here, which one would we fucking take? and then you're just like, all right, well, let's go with this one, and then you take it, and then this one actually just comes around the side of this one, you know, like it'll tunnel back, and then when it does, it's gonna push out and come over here, and then it's gonna basically run out over this one, but it's basically gonna drop down and just run under this one, and then spiral underneath again and come back over here to this section, and then like, you know, take a kick where it comes up, you know what I'm saying, running parallel, come back out, and then run over here on this side, and then just like it's like a corridor that basically ran you right back around, and then basically like I want to be able to plug it in. Like there's one where the thing is where it actually brings you around, and it'll plug you into the side of the same silo behind a closed door on this side, when you could have just chose to go through this door and then just gone straight and then got to where you were going. And so this whole time you're going to be like, well, fuck, I could have just took that door, and boom. And then it just kind of, I want it to make you feel stupid, but yet you still feel like you're on a mission. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what it is. And that's what I'm trying to go for. So now that I'm out here, and I also have to kind of watch my general look, because this one is going to start running real close to getting outside the map. I knew I could put one more piece on it. I'm trying to bring it as close as I can around this edge. Oh, I could actually get more than that on there. I could have got another piece. I think that's what I'm going to do. Throw another piece on there. Get kind of a long corridor. Because, I mean, once this map is done, no one else is going to see inside here, so I can do whatever the hell I want. So at this point, I think I'm going to try to throw I want to throw like a room or something in here. So let's see what we got. We're going to silos. Nothing really for a room though. What is this? What the hell is that? What the shit is that thing? Take this back up here real quick. I'm trying to figure out what the hell this thing is. What is that? Silo escape shaft. Oh, no shit. Alright, I could see how that would be an escape shaft, but so where's the rest of the piping? See? Like, what the fuck? See, so even though like, see, even though this thing is on the top here, what the hell? I mean, I kind of get that. I kind of get it. I really do. But they're only giving you one specific location to go through. So it's literally right here. So like, is that what that pipe cap is for? Like, are you supposed to plug this thing into the side of like a building or something? Or I mean, like, how does that work? Because first things first, you're gonna have to make it in there. Which means you'd have to come in here, and then once you got in here, you would have to come up the ladder, and then you would have to turn around and go back out this door here that takes you out. Or you could crawl in that. Well, no, you'd have to go in. And see, they got. And there's no way up there. So that's another funky one to have to get into. And then even if you do, you're still going right out the top of an empty shaft. Now on this piece here, inside the silos, there's a cap. See, so how in the fuck does that work? Still doesn't make any sense no matter what you do. I mean, what are you gonna do? Come out here and kick it open? Of course you can't. I didn't do shit. The hell? Oh, I was about to say. I'm already in here and it was like, whoop. Yeah, see, so that's crazy. So like, I guess you would. I don't know. This right here's got me flabbergasted. Whatever the hell this thing is. Oh, that's weird. Alright, let's see here. Let's. Commercial. Alright, so let's go ahead and just pick up our next piece. Oh, that's right. I forgot I wanted to. I feel like that's a good spot. Because the metal kind of matches up. In a sense. And that piece is running wires right through it. Actually, that doesn't look too bad. I would like to drop it down a tad. That kind of made that metal kind of stick out better. You can definitely tell up here that there is some that fixed that. So let's leave it. It's not even bad. Let's grab that third door. Dude, the way I'm sitting is killing my fucking back. There we go. Time is it? Yeah. Alright. Nice. Works out nicely. Alright, well, unfortunately, I am going to have to call it quits for the evening, because I literally have to work tomorrow, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I've been up 4 fucking days, man. I can't believe I'm ready to go back. And then I'll finish these walls up. Give me something to work on. I'm just glad I made it this far. Still think it's funny how it puts me out like that. So this is nice. It'll make for a nice little corridor to slow you down a little bit. That's the only reason why I'm putting doors in, because I want to be able to slow someone down enough to where they'll be like, oh, you know, shit, I got boom. There's a door. There's a door. There's a door. And then here shortly, I'm gonna make it where you have to. I'm gonna put enemies in the room, and then make it where you gotta try to get into some air ducts or whatever, or some ducts, and try to duck around them and sneak up on them and shit like that, break some necks, whatever. But alright, I am going to, I'm going to sign out for the evening, man. Literally, thanks for watching, dude, and I will definitely check into that stuff. Even if I don't remember the name that you told me, I can play the video back, and I can actually zip up here to the end of it, and I can find where you said what the name of that board was. And then I'll go ahead and give that a check out, and then look into that and let you know what I think. Throw some likes your way, dude, and then we'll go beyond that. For anybody else that actually tunes in and catches this or whatever, thanks for checking the video out. I hope some of this content...
Alright, well, check those levels later.
Alright, I will. For anybody else at this point, if you happen to see this video...
Crested Drake.
Alright. Like I said, for anybody that was going to tune into this and look at this, hopefully this content's worth it. I like to throw these little videos out like this in the first place, just because of the simple fact of I like to show other people beyond me and you how to put doors and stuff like that in, because some people are probably like, well, how does this go here and how does this go here? And I hope this might have helped. This was kind of a little customization thing right here. You see this grid, and then you've got this little glass wall here. Of course, you know, you can pass walls into other walls. It's, you know, you don't have to worry about any glitch phasing there. But you can change certain things, especially when you're modifying and pushing pieces out. So not only do I know this, the guy that I'm talking to probably knows this just as well. As far as building boards and things, you can really get in depth with these. Take your time. This stuff takes a long time, but then you're going to love it whenever you're playing. You put this thing in, and then you end up getting a bunch of people to come and throw some likes your way. That's what it's all about. Creativity runs wild in here. And this is another good reason why I like Far Cry 5. So anyways, I'm Viper. I'm out for the evening, man. Y'all take it easy, and I'll holler at you soon.